Imagine walking into a record store and instantly falling for the mysterious guy behind the counter. Now imagine the panic when that cool clerk takes off his mask in the break room and peels back the disguise, revealing your introverted female classmate. This is the central friction of a massive cultural hit featuring two wildly different teenagers. There's Aya, an upbeat, popular girl who effortlessly navigates high school social life. Then there's Mitsuki, quiet, reserved, and almost entirely invisible to her peers. Even though they sit right next to each other in class every day, they never speak. They are separated by the rigid, invisible boundaries of adolescent social cliques. But beneath those public faces, they share the same secret. Both girls harbor a deep obsession with classic rock and 90s grunge, a hidden passion to avoid being alienated by their friends. High school survival often relies on maintaining these strict, isolated personas. If your authentic self doesn't fit the group's rhythm, the safest option is locking it away. Mitsuki finds her only sanctuary at a part-time job in a local record shop. Tucked safely away among the vintage vinyl bins, she feels secure enough to exist around the music she actually loves. To make sure her classmates never recognize her, she creates an invisibility disguise. She wears baggy black clothing, replaces glasses with contacts, and pulls up a face mask. Then the two worlds collide. Aya wanders into the shop, sees this mysterious masked persona, and instantly develops a massive crush on the cool guy behind the counter. Mitsuki recognizes her classmate immediately. Realizing Aya is hitting on her male alter ego, she's hit with a wave of psychological panic. Instead of clearing up the mistake, she lowers her voice and plays along. What started as a shield for her privacy has instantly transformed into a social trap. Mitsuki is now locked into a high-stakes double life with the one person she sees every single day at school. The dynamic becomes agonizing back in the classroom. Aya, totally unaware of the truth, starts venting to Mitsuki about her intense crush on the record store guy. This puts Mitsuki in a bizarre position. She's forced to sit quietly and listen to her own classmate rhapsodize about a version of her that doesn't actually exist. However, this tension achieves what years of proximity couldn't. The bizarre circumstances finally break their silence, and for the first time, the two girls actually start talking to one another. As they talk, they realize they share an encyclopedic knowledge of 90s grunge rock. The very thing they both hid from their peers becomes the powerful bridge that closes the social gap between them. Ironically, a lie born from social anxiety created the exact environment Mitsuki needed to communicate. The relationship deepens as they begin exchanging custom playlists and intensely discussing bands like Nirvana and the Foo Fighters. Their emotional connection grows through the shared appreciation of this rebellious music. They aren't bonding over fake romance. They're bonding over the specific, raw energy of the songs. They connect over the experience of live music and classic artists, spending hours dissecting the discographies of groups like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This leads to a breaking point. Mitsuki realizes that Aya isn't just falling for a mask. She's falling for Mitsuki's actual personality and her specific musical soul. In this story, music acts as the universal translator. It allows two isolated teenagers to express their true selves without the immediate fear of being judged by their cliques. Eventually, the secret identity slips, the truth comes out, and Aya is suddenly confronted with the full scale of the deception. But Aya doesn't react with anger. She realizes the emotional connection she felt at the record store was always with the person underneath the mask. This revelation transforms their awkward, lopsided friendship into a genuine and open queer romance. Destroying the fictional clerk persona was painful, but it was the only way to clear the ground for a relationship that wasn't an act. This timeline shows the story's rapid real-world resonance. Evolving from a 2021 Twitter comic into a juggernaut, it won the Next Manga and American Manga Awards. This success led to the ultimate validation, an official Cloverworks anime adaptation debuting in January 2027. The anime is leaning into the manga's musical roots, even securing the rights to use a real Nirvana song as its opening theme. Mitsuki and Aya's journey shows how much energy is wasted trying to maintain a socially acceptable persona. The armor they used to fit in was actually the very thing preventing the connection they were both looking for. Refusing to lie about your own offbeat rhythm is the only way to find the people who will actually love your authentic self.